So while I'm out here taking a break from hitting these local trails, I figured I'd take a second to give a review on my Motobecane DS Sport 29er. Now I know when I was looking for a new bike, I came across Bikes Direct, getting back into the sport again after a motorcycle wreck, and I had trouble finding any real reviews on this bike that could really tell me what I was getting into for the price and what to expect, other than just your general consumer reviews. I didn't have any real-time, real rider reviews, so I figured I'd take a few minutes to run down some things for anybody that's looking at this bike. Now, for the $600 price point, it got to my house in 3 days from the Texas warehouse. Now, I live just outside Atlanta, so that was pretty quick. It came, like they said, pretty much together. The only thing I really had to do is I had to put the front wheel on, the brakes, the bars, and the seat post, and then just do your tuning and adjustments and just go back over the bike and make everything was torque spec and ready to go. That only took about 30 minutes, but it was pretty true right out of the box. All I really had to do was adjust some of the friction points in the rear cogs to my liking, how I like it to shift. But other than that, it was pretty much ride ready right away. Overall, the bike it's a little on the heavy side, but it handles well. It's pretty fast. The corner's great. The tires that come in at those Nano 2.1s, they were good, but a little too narrow for the aggressive style of riding I do and the trails I'm on. So some of the upgrades I would definitely recommend is I went with the 2.35 tire in the front. As you can see it, I mean, it fits with room to spare. You could probably actually go a little bit bigger if you wanted to. I got them on sale at my local bike shop for like 24 bucks, I think. Go ahead and spend the extra money. I went ahead and went tubeless. That's definitely something I recommend. It's cheap, it's effective, and it's been great for me. Secondly, pedals. The pedals they send you are just those garbage plastic standard, whatever they are called. I went to Amazon and got these for like 23 bucks. They're not the greatest in the world, but they grip well, they hold me, and I haven't had any issues with them. The rear shock is good. I'll be upgrading. I'm going to a full air conversion and a 1x drivetrain, so this is just kind of a starting point. But the rear shock here, you can actually adjust your preload here through the your coils, like your perch, like a coilover set on a car. And once you get that dialed in, I was able to set the sag pretty easy for a coil spring, and then just adjust my my rebound as I wanted. Same in the front shock. It was pretty easy to set, the old zip tie, tried and true method of loading, sitting, adjusting, but it took some time. The grips that came on it were good. Again, I got these at a local bike shop on sale for like 24 bucks. So I went and got some lock-ons for personal preference. The stem was too long for me at 100. I couldn't manual very well. I couldn't really toss the bike around. I kind of felt like I was sweeping when I was turning. So I went through and picked up this Baiku 60 mil, and it's working pretty great. Again, another Amazon purchase. I don't believe in big brand name stuff. You don't always have to go bigger, badder, most expensive is the best. You just find what works for you, and it works for me for now. The seat post was fine, but and where I ride, it's a lot of downhill sections and stuff where I just couldn't get over the seat. So I went with this KS E10 dropper post, and I gotta say, man, for 100 bucks, it's amazing. I got it over at Treefort and in Michigan, Treefort Bicycles, for 113 bucks shipped, and it's been a great addition. I can get around the bike and jump it and hip it and do all kinds of fun stuff. But as you can see, the bike is advertised, and I'd say it's actually even better than advertised, realistically. It's definitely something if I was in the market again, I'd definitely make another purchase. So if it's something you're looking just to kind of get into it, it's a great point. But it's also a great starter point if you're wanting to learn how to work on a bike, maybe upgrade, because all their models are based, at least in this DS range, on this frame. And you can upgrade the parts as you see fit. So you can strip the frame and you go tapered forks, tapered head tubes obviously, but you can go with anything you want to do in your custom build. So I'll be doing a RockShox Gold front fork air. I'll do a Monarch RL in the rear, and then I'll be doing a Shimano 1x, probably the M8000. My local bike shop's got a pretty good deal on them right now. I get the whole set with a new bottom bracket for like 350 bucks. So you're probably wondering, like I was, why is the bike so cheap? Well, they did cheap out in some areas to get the bike price point so low. It is a little on the heavier side, the cheaper suspension components, but is the low end stuff like the XM, which isn't terrible, and the lower end bottom, it's got the old school square taper bottom bracket, a heavier Shimano the lower end crank set. It's got the 3x. So they went with the lower end stuff, but it's not to say that it's cheap or that it's worse than other stuff. It's just the way the market's going. That's the lower price point. So they are able to use lower components to give you a budget bike direct to consumer at a really, really good price. But again, they were smart enough to leave it wide open for you to go crazy with modding whatever you wanted if you like that frame and the weight's okay for you. Now, I'm not doing any kind of downhill racing. I do it for fun and stuff like that. So this has been a great buy for me. I would buy it again. If you have any questions specifically about the bike, feel free to shoot me a comment down below and I'll answer as soon as I can, or I can take some other detailed shots or whatever you need. I believe there's only one other guy I've seen on YouTube that's done reviews like this, and he does a bunch of them. That's actually where I helped make my decision, and on my dropper post as well. So let me know, hit down below, let me know what you need, and shred safe and kill it.